Hey guys, welcome back. Did you have a good weekend? I had a great weekend. Did the live stream at the weekend. Don't know if you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, oh, we had some fun. Right, oh, man, like so many things that I need to do. The first thing we're going to do, I've got the 25 tile unlock mod now, so we're going to buy up all the tiles and unlock the entire map. Oh yeah, because I want to start kind of spreading out. I want to put in a building's burned down. Go away. I want to start spreading out a bit and put in some suburbs, which I think could be kind of nice. And we can start to, I don't know, like add some character to the place, which would be really, really nice. So, like what I'm thinking is like over on this side, this is the Jersey side. Like this like kind of area down here would be like Hoboken. And I'm thinking that maybe, like we don't actually have Newark, which is a shame because like Newark is like out here, and Newark's kind of like not very nice. I think I've kind of said that before on more than one occasion. The rest of like a lot of New Jersey's really really nice, but Newark is just like horrible. It really is. It's just a collection of like chemical plants and heavy industry and stuff. Right, so I'm thinking the first thing probably that we're going to do now that we've opened this up is move these bloomin' water treatment plants, and I'm thinking we just like dump them over here. What do you think? Good plan? I think so. Right, so let's get a bunch of these guys and dump these in here. We're gonna start sorting some stuff out. Come on. Right, so yeah, like here. So I'm just going to throw in, I don't know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm probably going to throw in like about 11 of these. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That'll do. That'll do. Right, then let's run a pipe along the back of these guys to hook them all up. Boom, 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 boom. Right, then we need to connect that to our pipe network over here. And I think probably the most sensible thing to do is to run it from there up towards the dam is what I'm thinking. Now, come here. This is where you kind of wish that you had like a 45, like a 90-degree snap, because it's kind of difficult to know, like, are you perpendicular? So I guess we'll run it like up there, and then we'll hook it up from one of these. I think, yeah, just like run that. Is that? I don't think that was in the right place. And we'll just run that across here. You're going to come out straight-ish, kinda. There we go. Right, so we've hooked them up. We also need to give them power, but we can use the old hydroelectric dam. Now, I do want to correct something that I said before, because when I say something that's wrong, I like to correct it. So let's just run this down to there. You remember I was saying that we had a bit of a power problem? Right, they're all powered up. They're coming online. We've got water. Okay, excellent. Hold fire on that electricity thing, because first of all I want to show you this. Right, noise pollution is the issue that I want to raise. If we look at these guys are actually quite noisy. So getting those out away from any residential is a really good plan. So let's get rid of all of these. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And then I'll tell you about that electricity thing. Do you remember I was saying that I was wondering if there was some kind of like distance element to power getting around, and I was thinking there was, because this area up here wasn't getting power, right? And you remember I'd kind of like traced it all round, and it was kind of going round here and round here and round here. Well, I missed something, didn't I? Oh yes, I did. You remember I ran these power cables over here, And the thing that threw me was when I looked at this, when I looked at the electricity, like we were getting some power in this area, but there wasn't. We were getting no power in the rest of it. And the reason was because down here, and I've actually reconnected. Oh no, I haven't. No, you can see, right? This is not connected to that. So we were getting a little bit of power from our incinerators, which was powering a few of the buildings, right? But we weren't actually connected. So there you go. So we'll hook this up to there, and we'll get rid of these ones that we kind of don't need. Oh, I've just demolished a bloomin' road by accident. What a maroon. Okay, let's put this back on. There we go. Cool. Try not to demolish things. Okay. Right. What next? What next? Right. We've moved that out there. I want to get rid of our incinerators out of the middle of the city as well. So we've got 2 of these landfills empty now. We're going to empty this one, which is the last of our landfills. We're going to get rid of this one and this one. Boom. There we go. Right. Then we're going to come over here to Jersey, where all the mucky stuff's going to be. And what I'm thinking of doing is extending the dam road. So, like, just a 2-lane. Doesn't have to be anything clever. We use the what the hell's it called? The freeform road tool. I'm just going to run a road kind of into this area over here, and then, with a bit of luck, I'm going to do a bit of a thing out here. I think we'll see. We'll kind of see. But I'm just going to run like a couple of spurs off this. Kind of like that. And we're going to put some incinerator plants in here. And then we're going to move all of our incinerator nonsense and garbage out here to Jersey. No, we're not going to put in landfills. And I'd like to see if I can kind of dress this up and make this look like a plant or something of some description. But we'll kind of see. So I'm thinking like 1, 2... come on. They don't like going on curves sometimes, do they? 3, 4. We'll put maybe a couple down here as well. 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll stagger them. So we've got 8 of those guys in. Right, well, now we need to do the whole power and water thing again. So, where's the power line? Let's run. Which side should we run the power? Might as well run it this side, since we've already got power coming off this side. So, oh, like, really? Come on, behave. Let's run you across there, across here, and just... There. You're going to turn blue? Yes, apparently you are. Like, eventually. Very slowly. Right, we also need some water. Let's hook some water up. Man, there's always something. But that's one of the reasons that I wanted to run this pipe up here, so that we've actually got water into this area. Let's run that out there. Then the next one. I'm not going to worry too much about a bit of overlap. There we go. So they've all got water. They've all got power. Come on, you've got water. Yes, thank you. Right, cool. So now we should see millions of garbage trucks running up and down this road into the city. So we've put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've put 8 in there, which should hopefully be more than enough to compensate for getting rid of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over here. So let's do it. Bye bye to you, and you, and you, and you. Goodbye. Goodbye, and goodbye. Right, we'll get rid of these parks. We'll get rid of this road as well. And we'll get rid of this park. You notice, before I get rid of it, you notice the park is like all the trees in the park are dying. that is really cool. I think that it affects the and the roads. Look, the trees in the road have gone are starting to die. How cool is that? Right, it doesn't just affect, you know, other stuff. It affects like everything. I'm really impressed with that. Like if this was SimCity, right? The ordinary trees would die. The parks would be fine. Parks wouldn't be touched. So, right, should we put in some trees to try and get rid of the pollution? I think we should. I think we should. So what we're going to do is just put in like loads and loads of trees. And as you can see, they're going in already, you know, polluted and whatever. Now I don't know if this is going to like soak up the pollution or not. We'll see. We'll bang a load in and we'll see if they have any effect on the pollution. I'm kind of thinking that they. So I don't think they do, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm totally willing to accept that they do, but man, it's kind of a pain having to put the trees in. Well, like there is a tree brush that I told you about on the live stream. There is a tree brush mod which will actually allow you to paint loads of trees in, but I'm not using it at the moment, so I'm going to have to do this manually, which is a bit of a pain. Right, that'll do. That'll do. Bang a few more in down this end, I suppose. Right, there we go. But we'll see if this pollution disappears. We'll see. You know, I should have done like one half with trees and one half without to see if it speeds it up, because I think it will go away with time anyway. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Right, let's run this over here and just hook that up, just so that we've hooked it up for no other reason than that. Right, you know what? We're going to be talking about unemployment, because this is kind of an important thing when you're trying to grow your city, right? A lot of people get to kind of about this kind of level, the 75, yeah, maybe 70, 75, 80,000, and then they find that the demand is just dying, right? It's just totally stagnant. There's no demand for anything. Let's go and look up here at our population tab, and I want to show you this number. Unemployment in this city is running currently at 22%, and that is way, way, way too high, right? We need to get people to work, okay? So now you'd think, well, there's a certain amount of people, there's a certain amount of jobs, right? They'll just go to work. Nah, it doesn't work like that. Oops, I didn't want to go to there. Man, I wish you could get rid of these info views, like just by pressing escape or something. They drive me a little bit mad, I have to confess. I'm just looking at the highway and thinking, yeah, this round here. I'm really thinking of putting in elevated highways, like at some point, like round the outside here, do FDR going up here. But that'll be some point in the future, maybe ish. Right, we've got rid of that one. We've got the whole bunch of these. I want to get those moved as well, but they're going to have to wait. We've got that stadium that needs moving. Okay, right. What were we doing? Oh yeah, we're talking about unemployment and curing unemployment. So we're going to do a little bit of that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of this block here, and I'm going to put in some offices so that it's closer for people to get to work. So what we're going to do, we're going to D-zone. Let's choose the D-zone. Now I could like right click and stuff, but I'll use the marquee tool. You bonehead. Right, where are we? There. I'm going to D-zone this, and I'm going to go right out here, and then I'm also going to D-zone this area out here. Now we're going to change all of that to offices. So same deal, go up here, zone all this area in, boom, and then this area in here from there right down to here, boom, right. So now these are going to be jobs that people are going to be able to get to very, very easily. Okay, they're not going to require necessarily public transport, because they're living like potentially like right next door to where they're working. So this is a good way to increase, or I should say decrease, our unemployment. So you know what, I'll just stop that. I wanted to speed it up. Let's accelerate this and let's see what happens to our unemployment figures. Now the other thing that is a very, very good idea is to increase your public transport so that people can get around very easily. So what we're going to do, what are we going to do? It's a very good point. What are we going to do? You know what? We're going to start putting in some. We're going to do some passenger trains. I think we're going to do some passenger trains. So what have we got down here? Because I'm thinking of putting one in like down here. So I want to look first of all at the zoning. How is this zoned? This is all high density residential. This is offices down here. See, that the problem is going to be putting a train station in. Train stations are really, really damn noisy. And that's going to be a little bit of an issue. But you know what? It kind of is what it is. So, you know what? We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. Let's pause the game for a sec while I rip this all to pieces. We're going to take out a section of track. There. Cool. And we're going to put in a passenger train. Right. Train. That's the cargo. That's the train station. Right, so this is going to go, hopefully, about there. Yep. Right, cool. Oh, and look, they're all happy. They like train stations. You're not going to like the bloomin' noise when you hear it, guys. Let me tell you. You'll all be complaining. Right, let's take out, I think we need another section of track out of there. Yeah, we'll need another section of track out of there as well. Oh, I've derailed the train. It's the end of the world. Right. Let's take this. We'll do... You know what? Will you, like... Yeah, it will. It will. There we go. That kind of... Well, that was a hell of a lot easier than my recent train stuff. Let's take that one down to there. Boom. There you go, big boom. Right, awesome sauce. Now, I want as many people as possible to be able to get to this. So, what I'm going to try and do, parks. I'm going to put in some pedestrian bridges, right, to over here, so that people can walk from this area over to here and catch the train. I thought that was a good idea. You know, it's a good idea. So, yeah, it's going to be from there, isn't it? Now, the only problem is going to be getting them over here. That's potentially a bit of an issue. Okay, what I could do, I'm trying to use like the minimum amount of space possible. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to run a walkway up to there. Then I'm going to page up, come out my minimum 4. Then I'm going to go across here to probably there. Yeah, that potentially works. Go across there, page down. That can just go like straight over to the roadside. There we go. Cool. Okay, so people can walk up here, over here, or up here, over here. Now I do want to do the same thing on the other side. So let's do it on the same thing on the other side. Page up. 4 squares to there. Across the railway tracks. And then down to... Oh, that didn't work, did it? Did it? No, it didn't. Didn't think so. I thought I hit page down. Apparently, I didn't. Okay, never mind. Do it again. Do it again. There we go. Across. Yeah, he needs to just go across. And then page down. Ah, there we go. That's better. And boom. Cool. So people from these areas can now like fairly easily get to the train station walking, which is kind of nice. And they can always drive. I mean, they will be parking their cars floating in mid-air, but hey, you know, it is what it is. I guess that's modern technology. The floating in the air car park. Jeez. Ay, ay, ay. The only problem with doing these, I was going to put some extra parking in and stuff, but yeah, I guess that's not happening. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But we've now got another train station down here. Now, what we really do need to start doing is putting in some train routes to allow these guys to actually use the passenger trains. The problem with putting these routes in is that until you've kind of laid your train network out, and we've only kind of started, I'm happy with this up here, I'm happy with this up here, but until we kind of, this up here, until we've kind of finished laying in the trains, it's kind of difficult, you know, to. So okay, I could put in a route, like a really simple route. So from, you know what, let's do it and see if anybody actually uses it. So let's put in a train line. We'll create a line from there. Is that a passenger? No, it's a cargo. So that's no good. We've got cargo there. We've got a passenger stop there. The problem is if I hook up to that, well, yeah, actually. Actually, that's kind of interesting. From that one, now we could go around to like this one, and then this one. Oh, in fact, we could go up here. We could go to the airport, down here. You know what? Let's put in a complicated route. So we'll hook that one up. We'll hook that one up. We'll hook this one up. Then we're gonna go down here. We'll add that. Then it's gonna go round here to hook up to this one. Alright, then we're going to come up this side to this one. Yep, cool. Then we're going to come back up here to this one. Now, I mean, I could hook this one up as well. Should I hook that? Yeah, alright, I'll hook that one up as well. And then complete the line. Boom. There we go. Right. So now we're going to have passenger trains whizzing around. Let's crank that up, and we'll actually see if we get some passengers starting to use our trains, which would be kind of nice, wouldn't it, guys? Have a bit of train passenger action. Where are we up to? Where are we up to? 160. Right, well, it's going to be interesting to keep an eye on that and see if that, like, kind of really changes. Where are we? Oh, we're looking for a train then. Oh, let's get... oh, here's a train. Here's a train. Let's click on that train. We got any passengers? Zero. Zero blooming passengers. What about this one? I can't see. Stop! I can't read you. Oh, that's a freight train. That's no good to us. All right, you know what? Let's get rid of this, and then we'll go and. Oh, here's a passenger train. Let's wait for him to. Oh, there's another one there. So, oh, he's got 2 passengers. Oh, he's got 68 passengers. This guy's got 3 passengers. These guys have got stuck. They've got stuck, haven't they? We've got a train collision. Yep. Yeah, one of them's despawned. Oh dear, that's not good. Oh, no, I missed him. Oh, I was going to click on him. Well, let's see what this guy's bringing down. How many passengers he's got? He's got 32. We're actually starting to move a few train passengers. Be interesting to see after like a week what that jumps up to. All right, cool. Now, the whole point of this exercise is to try and move people around better, so that we get people to work. We've already put this this area in up here, which is starting to get going, but it's moving kinda slowly. Right, let's have a look at our employment numbers and see. Right, well, we have got it down. We've got it down. Remember, it was like 21%. We've got it down to 18%. Our objective is going to be to get this down even further, so that we start getting people to work and paying their blooming taxes.